I'll go ahead and call roll. Director Orzali,
Aye.
Sheets,
Aye.
and Kelly.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, then, moving on to action items, we have the election of officers for this committee. And as I was asked to chair for this meeting, is there any idea between the three of you, or between the three of us, who wants to chair this committee on a regular basis?
I nominate you.
I second that.
I'm not sure. Trial by fire is the best way, Ms. Sheets. There's a motion and a second to nominate myself for chair of this committee, and I so accept. If it pleases the group, I would urge you two to decide which one wants to be vice president, and we move on from there.
Well, then, do you have an interest in being vice president?
Sure, yes.
Vice chair? Yeah.
Vice chair? If you do, then fine. If not, I'll take it.
All right, then. If we have a slate, I believe we don't really need to vote, right? I think it'll be myself as chair, Ms. Sheets as vice chair, and our esteemed colleague, Mr. Orzali, as the secretary.
Oh, yeah.
That
All
works
those-
for me. I will go ahead. We had an original motion by Director Orzali and a second by Director Sheets. So long as you all agree to those recommendations, I'll go ahead and call roll with one swoop.
Excellent idea.
All right, Director Orzali.
Is that one swoop?
One swoop.
I see. Okay. If you give me 50 cents, I will not tell you where that phrase comes from.
Okay.
Then aye.
And Director Sheets?
Aye.
And Director Kelly?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, then. Presentation items. We have an RFP for audit services, a status update. Our controller, Mr. Epidrad.
Good evening, directors. I'm Ron Empedrad, controller for the district, and I'm here to give a status update for our audit RFP. Just to give you a background, on February of 2016, last year, the committee approved a one-year extension of audit services for Richardson and Company, and that is in relation to the fiscal year 2015-16 audit. The results of that audit will be presented in next meeting's full board meeting. With that audit, Richardson and Company has served the district for 6 straight years, and it is recommended that, as part of best practices, that the district undertakes a full-scale RFP for auditing services. And the finance division, with the assistance of the purchasing division, posted an RFP for audit services in December of 2016 with a final filing date of January 19. And with that RFP, we received 8 responses, 5 from local firms, 2 from regional firms, and 1 from a national CPA firm, most of which have local offices here in Sacramento. And I just wanted to point out that one of the firms that responded is our current auditors, Richardson and Company. Now, there's 3 staff members going through going through the proposals and rating them, and we expect to give a recommendation for the winning bid in next month's Finance Committee meeting. Now, under the committee's charter, it is authorized to approve auditors and also to enter into audit contract services. And if the committee will approve or will accept the staff's recommendation, in March of 2017, we will sign an audit contract with the winning bidder. And that audit contract will be for 3 straight years with an option to renew for 2 additional years. End of report. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions from the group?
Only a point of clarification. So it's a contract for 3 years, has an option to extend. On our side, we have the option to extend it for 2 additional years.
Yes.
Is there a provision for auditors where we have pre-approved a selection of pre-approved audit companies, much like we do with construction companies. We have pre-approved bidders.
No, there's no requirement or listing of that nature. What we do is, we just do an RFP and then we invite, we post the RFP in our, the CSMFO website, which is the California Society of Municipal Finance Officers. And after posting the RFP, we also send emails to local firms here in Sacramento if they're interested to bid. But as far as any listing, CSMFO does maintain a list of auditors, audit firms that other members, other CSMFO members have recommended in the past. So we looked at that listing and we did send emails out based on that listing from the CSMFO.
And one last question: that 5-year span, 3 plus an optional 2, is that is there something in statute? Could we, if we wanted to, could we make that an 8 or?
Yes, the only thing, Director, is that under the California Government Code, starting in fiscal year 2013-14, starting in that year, counting from that year, no auditor can serve a district or a special district for 6 straight years. So if we were to hire Richardson and Company again in this upcoming RFP, that would mean that we would have hired them from 2014-15 all the way to 2019-20. So at that time, we are required to either change auditors or change the lead partner of the audit firm that we hired.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to get to. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Presentation item requires no action. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you.
All right, then. At this time, we will discuss the next meeting date, Thursday, February 23rd, 2017. And Ms. Sheets, this will be your opportunity to chair the meeting because I will not be here. All right, then. Anticipated action and presentation items for 2016, 2017, the mid-year budget. Okay, so looks like we've got that coming up. Any other questions or comments by committee members? No? Seeing none? We will proceed to close, and this committee meeting is duly adjourned.
So probably that meeting will start at